So I've had this car for a little over 2 years now. A lot of people were saying that this car's junk. It's not gonna last. Why did I buy it? But let me tell y'all, so far I haven't had any issues with this junk. Come on, man. And I'm not surprised. Like I said, as long as you take care of these cars, guys, you won't have any issues. There's people that buy them, dog them out, don't take them in for service. Those are the ones who have those cars that break down real easy. And so far, I haven't had that issue. So I just wanted to do a quick video, you know, update you guys on the condition of this car, man. I'm on my way to work as early as I don't know what. I usually don't even get gas at night like this, but at nighttime, it's actually early in the morning. So we'll probably continue this video when I get off work.
6 hours later.
Alright guys, so obviously I'm off work now. But like I was saying, there's nothing wrong with my 300C. Now, there are some things that I wonder about. They're not necessarily an emergency, but at the same time, I noticed that if you're riding in this car, and it kind of comes and go. If you're riding in this car and you don't have the radio on, you're just riding quiet, you can hear like a whining, like a whistling type of sound. And I'm just thinking that that's just the, you know, and I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but I've read that, you know, these cars, the differential is a little loud in this car. Now, I could be wrong, so leave your comments, especially if you own one of these cars. There's times where you know, it almost sounds like a supercharger in a sense. You know, it's not super loud, but you can definitely hear it if you know, like I said, if you're riding with no music on and you know, you're just chilling, you can definitely hear it. But other than that, guys, this car's been flawless. And like I said, that kind of comes and go. So it's not like a real big concern of mine. And I'm gonna definitely kind of bring it up when next time I take it into service. Maybe it's something, you know, maybe that's the start of something. I'm not sure how to really judge it. But it's not alarming as far as I'm concerned. But other than that, guys, I haven't had any issues with this car. Nothing, no problems. And, you know, like I said earlier, people always talking about these cars are trash, they junk, you know, they're not gonna last past 50,000 miles. Because it's all nonsense and just people repeating what other people are saying. I've had the V6 300, a 2012, bought it brand new. That car had 130-something thousand miles on it before I got rid of it. I got rid of it and bought my RT. I never had any problems at all with that car. Nothing. So a lot of times it just be people hating. People hate, man. For some reason, they just got to say something negative about these cars. And that's something that Stellantis are going to have to work on, man. I'm just wondering how they're going to change that narrative. Because everybody thinks negative about Chrysler and Dodge. Everybody. You know, from my experience, I mean, I know back in the day, damn, this light long as a mug. I know back in the day, you know, Dodge was known for electrical problems. Chrysler was known for electrical problems. I would say anything from 2016 on up, I didn't really hear about any kind of problems. Especially from people who actually took care of their cars. Now, you have the folks that's out here, you know, swinging their cars, sliding them, you know, doing endless burnouts, and then they expect the cars to last forever. No, that's not how that works. But for us people who actually take care of their cars, take them in for service, actually drive them normal, like we actually care about our cars, never had one issue. Now, I told you guys in the past that my RT, the drive shaft, I tore the drive shaft out of that car. That's because I was doing donuts and doing endless burnouts. Smoke it up. Yes, sir. That was my first Hemi. I went crazy in that car. I just already knew that something was gonna go wrong with that car, the way I was driving. I mean, I was just doing any and everything in that car. I would say from 2021 on up, these cars definitely have issues. That's because of, there was a part shortage. they wasn't taking the time and actually, you know, using all the parts on these cars, you know, during the pandemic, man. They was just basically piecing these cars together. So people were having a lot of issues, and that's just across the board with every brand. So with that being said, and making it seem like every single Chrysler or Dodge is a piece of junk, and that's not true. It's not true. I haven't heard of anybody really having any serious issues when it comes down to these 2023 Chrysler 300Cs with the 6.4 in it. Just haven't been hearing any issues. I'm making this video because, like I said, I get a lot of questions about this car, man. There are a lot of them are starting to become available, a lot of used ones. But when I see the used ones, like on Carvana or I see them on cars.com, they don't last long. It's like they on there for a couple of days and then these joints are gone. These cars do not last long online. So if you want one, if you see one, you better jump on it because they go fast. On another note, I noticed that they're dropping the 2026 Durango. They haven't really changed too much. I heard they're supposed to be changing. They got some different wheels. They're offering a tow and go package. All right, guys, I'm trying to get over, man. You know, I'm dealing with people don't be want to let you over like you stopping them from doing something. Bro, let me over. Well, I'm gonna make my way over. I got a Hemi. You can only hold a Hemi back for a certain amount of time. So I think that's cool. Like I say, I'm glad they didn't do too much, you know, change too much on the Durango, because I think the Durango is good for another year or so. Maybe they need to do a refresh next year, 27. But I think right now, the Durango is fine. As long as they keep, you know, putting the Hemi in it. I even like the V6 Durangos. I don't see anything wrong with a V6 Durango. I think it make a lot of sense, especially if you got a family, because you don't really need, I mean, a RT is like the max you would need in a Durango, if you ask me. I just don't see the need for a Hellcat Durango. I mean, if you can afford it, if you can afford it, cool. But I don't see why that's a necessity, personally. Man, I'm trying to get. Everybody driving super slow, bro. I'll show y'all. Hold on. Once again, guys, I'm on my way home. Y'all already know the routine. See, they got a camera right here, so I can't. I'm trying to get over. So I can get over real quick. Oh, look at that pothole. That's crazy. They need to fix that joint. That joint like somebody dropped a nuclear bomb down that joint. That's crazy. So leave your comments, guys, if you got, you know, if you got any questions about the 300C, man. If you think about buying one. Like I say, I've been daily driving this car for the last couple months, and I've been truly enjoying it, man. I can see how these cars are daily drivers. I think I would not be able to daily drive a Hellcat. I just think that's overkill. This 6.4 is plenty. It's almost unnecessary to have a 6.4 in daily driving, for real, because the gas. But I've been getting pretty good gas mileage. I've been getting like 18, maybe 18 and a half. Let me see real quick. Well, it's 17 right now because I've been driving a little crazy the last few days. 17.6, which is pretty good for a 6.4 driving in the city, especially DC. There's a lot going on YouTube, man. You know, it's a little back and forth going on about, you know, well, Bob the Fame, TK, Randy from Auto Auction Rebuilds. Man, I just choose to stay out of that nonsense because it's none of my business. I can care less what somebody spending on their car and, you know, how they choose to, you know, spend their money. That's none of my business. I said what I had to say about it. Like I said, I think it's just giving everybody else something to talk about, basically. I mean, he making a killing off them videos. And, you know, that ain't my fight. That ain't my fight. You know what I'm saying? I actually like that guy's channel, to be honest. He got some pretty cool cars. So leave your comments, guys. Let me know what y'all think, man. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Look at this Lambo, y'all. That thing nasty. That joint like that. That joint mean.